To learn almost anything, I'd rather be optimistic and wrong. If someone wants to accomplish great things, it is filled with failures. You will just make yourself miserable. Hello and welcome. In this video, let's meet Elon Musk, one of the most influential innovators of our time, a man whose vision goes beyond limits, pushing humanity toward a future once thought impossible. He's not just changing industries. He's redefining what's possible. His words are as powerful as his actions, offering insights into success, innovation, and the future. Let's explore his most profound words of wisdom, straight from the mind of a man shaping the world. Let's start. Take risks now, and do something bold. You won't regret it. You should take the approach that you're wrong. Your goal is to be less wrong. I think it's possible for most people to learn almost anything, but they need to have the mindset of wanting to learn. Don't let the fear of failure prevent you from trying. I didn't expect to be involved in running companies. I was just trying to be useful. It's just that Tesla, SpaceX, and SolarCity have developed and created real value. Life is too short for long-term grudges. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket, as long as you control what happens to that basket. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change. If the alternative is disaster, people work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to come to work in the morning and enjoy working. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I will never be happy without having someone. Going to sleep alone kills me. If I'm not in love, if I'm not with a long-term companion, I cannot be happy. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. There's a silly notion that failure is not an option at NASA. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. The United States is definitely ahead in culture of innovation. If someone wants to accomplish great things, there is no better place than the US. There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? If the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that incredibly depressing. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Great companies are built on great products. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. Your phone and your computer are extensions of you. We're already cyborgs, but the interface is through finger movements or speech, which are very slow. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, your job is going to be quite miserable. Man has the power to act as his own destroyer, and that is the way he has acted through most of his history. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. If you go back a few hundred years, what we take for granted today would seem like magic. Being able to talk to people over long distances, to transmit images, flying, accessing vast amounts of data like an oracle. These are all things that would have been considered magic a few hundred years ago. The future of humanity is going to bifurcate in two directions. Either it's going to become multiplanetary, or it's going to remain confined to one planet, and eventually there's going to be an extinction event. Particularly Instagram. People look like they have a much better life than they really do. People basically seem like they are way better looking than they really are, and they are way happier seeming than they really are. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 82, 100-hour weeks every week. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. I don't ever give up. I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated. Don't be afraid of new arenas. Take risks now and do something bold. You won't regret it. Constantly seek criticism. A well-thought-out critique of whatever you're doing is as valuable as gold. If you need inspiring words, don't do it. You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve. Do you have a strategic plan? No. Sometimes it's best to take things as they come. If you give yourself 30 days to clean your house, it will take 30 days. But if you give yourself 3 hours, it will take 3 hours. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. Don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did. You want to be extra rigorous about making the best possible thing you can. Find everything that's wrong with it and fix it. Seek negative feedback, especially from friends. A company is only as good as its people and how excited they are about creating. It is better to approach this life from a standpoint of saying, are we doing something that's going to make the future better? I don't believe in process. In fact, when I interview a potential employee and he or she says that it's all about the process, I see that as a bad sign. The idea of lying on a beach as my main thing just sounds like the worst. It sounds horrible to me. I would go bonkers. You have to be pretty driven to make it happen. Otherwise, you will just make yourself miserable. Do things that are useful to your fellow human beings. Pay it forward. Never give up. Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. If you're not progressing, you're regressing. The path to success is not linear. It is filled with failures, setbacks, and moments of doubt. The key is to keep going. Elon Musk is not just an entrepreneur. He's a visionary reshaping the future. His words challenge us to think bigger, take risks, and never stop innovating, as he once said. When something is important enough, you do, even if the odds are not in your favor. So, what's your moonshot? What's your impossible dream? The world doesn't belong to those who play it safe. As Musk puts it, some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change. If the alternative is disaster, what will you do with your potential? Which quote resonates with you? Comment below. The future is coming. Are you ready?